Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Jason Rivera. I'm from Texas. I'm a programmer and filmmaker. I wanted to talk to you today about Pete Hendrickson's book, Cracking the Code, The Fascinating Truth About Taxation in America. Now, like most of you, when I came across this information, I was a little skeptical about what it was going to say, about what I was going to learn, and whether or not I would get out of the situation that I was in. Now, some of you came across information like I did back in 2007 when I got a scary letter from the IRS. And it had to do with taxes that they said I owed between 2002 and 2007 or 2006. And so I started looking for an answer. How do I get out of this? How do I get out of this? Now, leading up to this point, I had followed the tax honesty movement, right? That tax honesty movement was about all these people that used to work for the IRS and how they're saying they left because they could find no law showing that the average American had to file a tax return. Now, that argument alone isn't necessarily incorrect. It's just that there's more to it than that. And Pete, in his book, Cracking the Code, and on his website, losthorizons.com, makes it very clear about what those things are. You do, in fact, need to file a tax return when required. And when you file it, you need to ask for all your money back. And that's what you're going to learn. And you're going to find out, for some of you at least, that you're going to get all your money back. Others of you may have to deal with silly letters that the IRS sends you. Don't worry. Go to the website, look up the letters, figure out the information that you need to understand about how the IRS operates. So, again, contrary to popular belief, the income tax is not unconstitutional. A lot of people in the tax honesty movement kept saying that it was unconstitutional, it was never properly ratified, etc., etc. All those things at this point do not matter. What matters is what the law says. Now, fundamentally, I have a disagreement with taxation, period. I think it's a mechanism of control, etc. That doesn't matter because the law as written is not about you and me. Well, most of us. It's about people engaged in certain exercises of privilege. And therefore, you want to embrace this tax after you read this book. You will absolutely love the income tax after you read this book. So if you're an IRS agent or somebody who used to work for the government or a CPA or some other skeptic or somebody that just hates this idea that Americans don't pay an income tax, you too will begin to understand why so many people are saying this. And it's because we're finding out the truth about the law because we're actually reading the law now. Whereas before we weren't reading the law. We would just listen to other people tell us and dictate to us what the law was. So anyway, as you can see on my screen, I received one victory back in 2014. My first victory was in 2005 after immediately applying the principles in this book and getting out of the situation that I was in from 2002 to 2006. Now, I'm not going to say that it's been all roses for me since then. I'm still doing battle with the IRS via letter writing campaigns about twice a year, trying to get them to correct their records for certain years. Now, it makes absolutely no sense why, if I did the same thing in 2005 and 6 and 7, that they have no problem with 2006 or 2005, but have a problem with 2007, for example. So, you find out once you learn this information that the IRS is, and certain people within the IRS are up to no good, and you need to defend yourself from those people. This website and this book absolutely gives you that ammunition. I've been doing this for over 10 years, and I'm sorry, Pete, that I did not make this video earlier. I appreciate all that you've done, and I hope and pray that everybody else seeing this video will go out there and at least defend themselves, file properly, get their money back, and hopefully they'll do a video like this too. God bless.